This goes with John chapter 18, verse something, where it says, I am he. It goes with John 18 something. I forgot exactly where, but probably John 18, verse 6. It says, and then the theme is Isaiah 53, and this one, Isaiah 53, 7, and also Acts chapter 8, verses 32 to 33. Are you ready in these days of Lent to follow my path? Are you ready to recognize that I am he who marked my path with my blood? I am the crucified with the 5 wounds. Who speaks to you today? I am the victim of love who seeks your heart. Come, approach you whom my heart loves. You who still hesitate, come to me and penetrate into the wound of my heart, so that I may entice you and make you understand that therein you shall find your peace and joy. Come nearer to me, soul, and let me breathe on you my sweet fragrance reviving you. Abandon yourself to me, and I shall envelop your soul into my sacred heart. Call me, and I shall answer you. Seek me fervently, and you shall find me. Abandon your evil ways and place your feet into my path, and I shall lift you and ravish your soul to delight my soul. My love is like a fountain, a well of living waters. So come and draw from this fountain, and you will live. Do not be like the world, because the world fails to appreciate my great love. My child, have you fully understood my passion? I am the one who delivered you from death. Persecuted I was for your sake, disfigured from the blows, spat upon, despised, mocked, and jeered. I was for your deliverance, scourged without mercy. I was for the sake of my great love for you. I have carried your sins on my shoulders without uttering one complaint. Like a lamb that is led to the slaughterhouse, like a sheep that is dumb before its shearers, never opening its mouth. And to free you, beloved one, I allowed myself to be pierced by those very ones I had created. Yes, they pierced the hands that created them, and through my wounds I healed you. For your sake, I have endured hours of suffering to lift your soul from the pit. I am your Holy One. Yet I allowed you to stretch me on the cross until my bones were all disjointed. Feel today my agony. Feel my thirst for lack of love. A love no flood can ever quench and no torrents can ever drown. Will I ever see you, you who still err in the desert, come back to me and reconcile with me and live wholly, abandoning your ways? In sorrow and tears I watch this unholy generation go away, following vice instead of virtue, death instead of life. Because this generation relied on falsehood, thus conceiving rationalism, which gave birth to atheism, so for how long must I have stayed bereft and lonely behind each tabernacle, while tears of blood stream down my cheeks, leaving every fiber of my heart broken? My agonies of Gethsemane are repeated in my soul. Every hour enter into my wounds, and you understand my agonies. I had foreseen from the very beginning how, in spite of my sacrifice, clans would rise against me and divide my body, causing so many new doctrines. And once their sense of right and wrong dulled in their own dissension, would lose the sense of brotherhood, and the wailing of my lambs since then have pierced my ears. And now as an echo of my cry comes from the cross to different nations to call you all back and make you one. So if anyone asks me, why are these tears of blood streaming down your cheeks? I shall reply, these are shed for you, my child. They're tears caused by sins and impurities. If you ask me, and what about these marks on your body? Why are your wounds wide open? I shall reply, these, my child, are being given to me daily without mercy by those I love most, but have now turned against me, leaving my wounds wide open. Yet they were the ones who once said, we would like to learn your ways and follow you. Intellectually they are in the dark, and not until they die to their self will they be able to see the light. Today again, in these days of Lent, I come to my child, sinner, just or unjust, or repelled from humanity, or tossed around one way or another in this world. I come to ask you for your reconciliation. Go and reconcile with your brother, for in reconciling with him, you're reconciling with me, your God. Offer me your peace as I offer you my peace. Imitate me, and be holy, sacrifice and fast, that you may grow in my spirit, which is love, holiness, and truth.